Hey, welcome everybody. Good to see you, Ghidorah, John Locke Cole, Comet. Welcome, welcome. And we are jumping right on in to a little bit of Roguary, my attempt to beat every roguelike that I own. And we're going to start off right away with a little bit of Tales of Maj'Al. Continuing from our last couple episodes. We're 3 or 4 runs in ever. So we're trying to learn a little bit more about that. And great, and we locked in Adom as the next one. I forget who locked that in. So we've got a lot of real easy ones coming up. Oh, Kitty, hi. I have a guy coming and saying hello. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, this isn't me. What's going on? But we should be on... Oh, not new game. Hi, bud. Sorry, I've got... Like I said, I have a little bit of a friend. And, of course, the game is not properly capturing. Come on. It should in a moment here. There we are. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening. As I said earlier, this is our attempt to beat every roguelike that I own. I'm Ilion, and this is a little bit of a Roguary. If you want to see all the details, you can go to ilion.neocities.org. We have a website for all of the different things that we do here. DOSider, our ranking of DOS games, the podcast, Roguary, and maybe some other stuff in the future. We'll see. Whew, it's been a wild day today again. I was going to be on earlier, but you might have noticed if you were in the Discord that I was out on a 10K run, and like 4 kilometers in, I was running up and down some hills, and I tripped on a rock and just ate shit. So I kind of limped my way home, and I cleaned up my knee and all that stuff. So I'm feeling a little bit better now, but it took a bit of work. We're on Jeef the Fourth. Oh. So it took a little bit longer than I meant to. I was hoping to be here like another 30, 40 minutes earlier at least, but yeah, that threw me a bit. I did have a pretty cool day though. We're right at the very beginning of I think that we were trying to make this a dual wielding rogue. Yeah, okay. We had just started with this. Let me just make sure. Female halfling rogue. Yep, perfect. We got throwing knives. We got our parrying all set up, ready to go. And we have a couple of attempts left. I think we can do it. I think we've got this one. And by do it, I mean make it further than I did before. We have throwing knives on 4. So we always want to use those when we have the opportunity, because they just replenish infinitely. A thing that it's kind of wild to me that that's a thing here. I had to really spend a moment looking at that, because I'm so used to Caves of Cud, and their throwing knives like that are a pretty late game thing that you can get. What is the win state of Tome? That is a great question. I have no idea. Not dying, I'm assuming. Your stream kind of crashed in the background. Well, it's good to see you again. Sorry to cut your bird watching session short. Let's bring this badinage to an end. Tolerated your ridiculous pomposity and false heroics long enough. First I took your overinflated tales of bothering local wildlife with good humor, but now I realize with dread that you are sincere. You believe your pathetic wanderings to be the stuff of legend. Well, no more. We shall meet 7 days from now in Dirt's Town Square. Come prepared for travel. A number of rumors claiming that a monster has taken up residence in the ruins just north of town have grown to the point where they cannot be considered rumors anymore. You shall come with me, face this creature alongside me, and experience intimately the vast difference between your skills and my own. If you're lucky, you will learn this lesson unscathed. Prepare yourself if you've the courage. Wow, this guy's an asshole. We're just doing some auto-explore. When you see it go fast like that, by the way, that's what it is. Is it just goes until your character sees an enemy or an item. And it just makes sense to do... Oh, there's the stop. Okay. It makes sense to do that because manually, like, walking around the entire world would just take a lot longer. I'm a little sad that it doesn't have some of the wilder options that you get in like Caves of Cud, where you can actually choose the speed of the auto-explore just to make it a little more legible for people. The tattered scrap. Saw a gigantic troll. But I threw him off the scent. Okay. And we have our level. So what would we like to do with that? Some good options here for sure. Cunning and dexterity are going to be really good for rogues. Not dying does seem like a good start. Yeah, I don't know what the win state for Tome is. I'm assuming that we'll know it when we get there. I'm also going to be a little bit real with you, and I'm going to say that I'm also assuming we do not actually get there in these 2 runs. Just as like a random guess. Increases with your cunning. Okay. I'm gonna still go with that. Yeah, we need a little bit more dexterity for that stuff. Duck and dodge will be really good, but we need a few more levels for that. Because we're level 2. Second disengage isn't the worst. I'm just going to go for lethality, though. I think that's fine. Adom up next, and you want to see that, so you'll not be buying extra runs. Adom is so Caves of Cud coded, it's wild to me. Ooh. Let's rest there for a minute. That was a little nasty. Ooh. No, we want to hit 7. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, that hit me pretty hard. I honestly did not expect that. Well... I feel like I need to look at the chat. Ah, okay. Ooh, got you. I didn't expect the 34 damage, I guess. I should have been paying more attention to get the poison. Oh, I had stopped being poisoned, and then I got immediately poisoned again. Got you. Yeah, this has a lot of really good quality of life stuff. The popping up, like, the message log really quick is good. I also just realized I didn't say hello to everybody. I went and got... Tanya's been getting me things every day for my 40th birthday that's coming up, and... Oh my god. Less than a week. 6 days? 6 days. So she got me a manicure. So I went out and got a mani. Love my nails. Thank you, Ghidorah. Okay, permadeath roguelike, difficulty normal. I know I've done this a couple times, but I want to do a better job. Let's get this one again. Also, load pre-mades. Oh, does it actually keep them? It totally does. Good, good, good. Let's go with that. Go with the disengage again. Maybe we'll get past level 2 this time. That was such an incredible hubris death, too, because I had just no reason to die there. I could have gone a lot slower and been fine. I just felt so confident that I could handle that one plant that I was like, oh yeah, I'll just keep throwing knives at it. No problem. And then I was very dead. Okay, we know there's Big Troll. This is actually kind of tutorial for this area, so it's really sad that we lost so quickly last time. That was too quick a death. Yeah. Wasn't great. No, this looks like we can just get rid of all those. Okay, let's escort the injured seer. Ooh, okay. I am in full-on roguelike mode. Yes, good to see you, Autumnal. Chat doesn't seem to be showing on overlay. You're right. Apologies for that. I've been a little thrown off, smashing my knee up, falling out of, while I was on that run. Playing your fave roguelike, okay. This has been a good one so far. I was thinking that we really want to be a horrible bastard. And we're going to lead them to Ziggur to be dealt with properly. Lead on. Perfect. Same as last time, just gonna do that lethality. And those same stat upgrades. Yeah, this does a good job of getting rid of some of the more tedious things from other rogues. That's why I like Caves of Cud so much also. Well, son of a bitch. Because Caves auto-explore is amazing. And we've got 2 more attempts added. This one might go for a while, as it turns out. Thank you, Autumnal. Really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy this game so much. What's your favorite class, by the way? I'm sure I probably don't have it unlocked yet. Seems like there's a lot of that to do. If you get this, help! Oh, yeah. No, I've got a long time ahead if I somehow win. There it is, I see. We're so close to that escort quest, but escorts really want to be dead and dying, as it turns out. Alright, let's look at all the things that we got. Shielding Rune of the Wizard. Scales with our magic. That's not happening. Oh, actually. Well... yeah, it's a heavy armor. I don't want that. I was like, wait a minute. That's probably not good. Sure. A teleport that scales with our strength is fun. Chronomancer is very cool, as is Possessor and Cursed. Fair enough. Your first one was with Berserker. Yeah. Makes sense. Generally, a good warrior class is a great starting point for a lot of these games. How do I use this again? Because that should replace one of our things. Like, it'll replace this heal. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. I just couldn't use it on because I was in the wrong screen. Got you. Oh, I might have misread that. Yep, I did. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll get more infusions, I am sure. You're gonna make a joke about, oh, roll an elf berserker, but you know what? Fëanor happened. Well, and it is Tales of Maj Eyal. Certainly legally distinct. I totally missed that we leveled up again. Make a little nut kicker. Get that dirty fighting. Yeah, I don't know if you could go back to when it was actual Tales of Middle-earth. That's a long time ago from my understanding. You found it. Fair enough. That's not a huge surprise. There's a lot of community around these games, especially to play like specific versions. Sorry, I keep on having that problem where I'm bumping the Windows key on this specific keyboard. Can you OL breath? Oh, hi! Welcome, Prox. You're pretty strong. And fast. Let's jump away. Okay. Alright, we're all good. Perfect. It's a nasty looking tree. Prox's lucky halfling foot. A large hairy foot, very recognizably a halfling's, is strung on a piece of thick twine. It is decomposed state. It's hard to tell how long ago it parted with its owner, but from what look like teeth marks around the ankle, you get the impression that it wasn't given willingly. It's been kept somewhat intact with layers of salt and clay, but in spite of this, it's clear that nature is beginning to take its toll on the dead flesh. Some say the foot of a halfling brings luck to its bearer. Mostly, it stinks. Okay, so we got a lot of things here. I don't know that we're a halfling that wants to carry around a foot. Yeah, no, I know about the inspect, yep. Removes up to 3 stuns, pins, or dazes each turn. That's pretty cool. This one's such a funny one. Put yourself to sleep immediately. But you can still act like you're not asleep. Okay, I'm gonna move that to my normal inventory. Everything else, that's going to be heavy armor, heavy armor. I think we're just good with the rest. I don't think our rogue wants to use the big tree trunk. That seems unlikely. Dear Wiseman, what feelings your last letters inspired in me. Primarily mirth, with a good amount of scorn. Must you continuously assail me with tale after tale of your waving of wooden swords and pestering of toothless mongrels? Allow me to recount your legends in a much more succinct manner. One day I failed to kill a dog. Such bravery, such pluck and daring do. Your petty escapades are made ever more insignificant by the trials I myself have recently overcome. Mere days ago I was trekking through the old forest that's outside Dearth Wiseman. Terror must already grip you. I think that they might have a small grudge here. I don't think Rolf likes them. And look at what we got. Everyone prepare. Go in those kitties. Come on, bud. I know. Yeah, you can come up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, what do you see?
Come on, bud. Don't make me a liar. Oh, you're just bonking me? You can come up. Come on. Don't hit me. Just come up. What? Come on. Come on. There we go. Good boy. Mwah. Oh, yes, I know that's so nice. Okay, he is licking my hand that's using the numpad. Thank you. Yes, okay. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I know. Look, I am petting you. Hi. Oh, that's so nice. Why, hello, Bill the Stone Troll. It's a lot of HP. Hi, buddy. I know, I know. Well, we're dodging pretty well. Got him. Hi. Oh, buddy. Thank you. Oh, 200 hours is actually pretty reasonable for a lot of these roguelikes. I'm guessing that Tales is actually going to be one of the easier traditional roguelikes that we have in the list. Because I'm expecting that, like, NetHack... like, Noida took us 100 hours to clear the first time. But things like NetHack and Angband, oh boy. Yikes. Like, don't get me wrong, 200 hours is a lot of time to get a win. But for these kinds of games, not actually that bad. I know. Let's keep the quiver. But then this is heavy armor. Yeah. Alright. We've gotten a lot of heavy armor stuff this time, unfortunately. Yeah, it's hard to know if it's some hot RNG or a skill thing for sure. Got you. Alright, the Ruins of Corpol. Let's see what we got here. Escort the Sun Paladin. Okay, this time we're not going to let the escort die until I kill them. Dang, that was simple. Look at how easy it is to kill, help someone. Yeah, the escorts really make you work for it. Sometimes. Not always, though, as it turns out. Improving our cunning seems pretty good. We have a lot of good options. Because I think a spell save's probably pretty useful at some points. I'm guessing telekinetic leap and like psionic and stuff is probably a magic, which is probably going to piss off Zigger, which is probably not where I want to do things. So I'm going to either spell save or cunning, and I'll just go for cunning for now. And I had gained a fair bit of levels, and I had just not been paying attention. Oops. Let's get a little bit of Constitution. Mental resist might be a good idea, but I'll leave it for now. We'll see what else we need to get. Expose weakness. Focus on a single target and perform a probing attack to find flaws in its defenses. Striking with your melee weapons for 95% damage, but run 3 turns thereafter. You gain 11 armor penetration, 15 accuracy, 30% on all damage penetration. So not just on that one, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking going anti-magic because rogue, it just made sense to me. I have no idea if it's good or not. We'll find out. I'm gonna just go for more lethality for now. I'm just gonna finish that off. Go for the tempo. What does feint do? Make a cunning feint. Tricks your target into swapping places. That's really good. And you pin and daze them. That's amazing. That's really, really good for a lot of tactical stuff. Go for that. Anti-magic is quite strong in a lot of builds, but the feeling of finding an insane otherwise on-build item that you can't use as a result really struck with you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Okay. Ow. Little close, but we're all right. Uh-oh, sealed door. I'm always opening the sealed door until I learn more about the game. You gotta make some of those mistakes. I feel like you've got to be willing to walk into the booby traps of these kinds of games for a while to, like, learn what ones can be overcome and which ones it's like, no, you really need to just avoid this. Oh, did he need more food? Oh, he's got... I'm pretty sure he's got food there, doesn't he? Oh, okay.
Did you give him fiber tonight?
No, I didn't tonight. I gave it to him in the middle of the day. Sorry, talking about feeding the cats and giving him all the medicine that he needs. I'm not gonna use the mouse for tooltips. Ugh. I don't want to use the mouse for anything. The mouse is not how you play traditional roguelikes. I have a very firm feeling on that. I'm not even joking. Like, I actually think that it is just a very, very bad input device for this kind of a game. Diamonds are my favorite. So sparkly. We've seen this before. Yeah, I have decently easy access to it, but there is no such thing as like really easy access to your mouse while you're doing this kind of a game, because you want both hands, like one doing hotkeys, one doing numpad. It feels like such a weird break to then just go over here for a mouse. Ugh. See, like having to close that, just don't like it. Don't like that at all. Go get an MMO mouse. I have a... I mean, this is not an MMO mouse, but I've got a mouse with like a lot of shortcuts on it, but yeah, I don't want that kind of thing. I did very much look at, because I was worried that my hands would never recover from the various breaks. I did look at like some adaptive devices for that. There's a really cool like keyboard mouse combo thing that's like a big gauntlet. It's really interesting. I do wonder how easy it would be to use so that you can like do single-handed like mouse and keyboard. All right, we got the unerring scalpel, which should be a pretty big upgrade on just one of our regular iron daggers. Hit the wrong thing. These stealthy guys. Lore Master Greynot's analysis of the races. Shaloran, or Shalor, literally siblings of Grace, are on average 6'2", with bright hair and blue or purple eyes. They're usually slim and lightly built, more marked for their mental prowess than their physical strengths. They're, however, known to be extremely swift of movement, light of foot. They have very strong magical affinity, far stronger than any other species. They have a long history of magic use, which continues to this day. Though others shun the dangers of magic to a large degree, the Shaloran embrace it and is still widely used throughout their society. They were the ones that began the spell blaze, and though they would soon have forgotten, the memories of blame run deep against many. During the spell hunt in the Age of Dusk, they locked their city doors and shrouded the whole region in mist, only coming out in secrecy. So reclusive magic users, so I hate them. Used a Naga for the 2019 Classic WoW launch and absolutely no life, and yeah, that resulted in some very unfun issues on your house hand. Ooh, on your mouse hand, I guess. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the one that I was looking at, like I said, it's specifically like an adaptive thing, and you're not really... It's like a thumbstick that you would use as the mouse. It's okay, it didn't end up being permanent. That's fantastic. Was it this one? No. Yeah. This thing looks wild. but it's like this whole, it's this very gauntlet-y, power glove-y kind of thing. And I was like, I don't know, maybe this would actually work if I only have one hand. Let me just pull it up here. It's like these things. So you can kind of see. There's like... You can see you can use like a stick on the side and do all of it. Have all of your keys and everything in there. So that was really neat. There's some really cool adaptive design stuff. You only really got hand issues when you got the recommended gamer mouse. Yeah, I use my mouse so much for doing photo edits. I'm definitely just worried about it being really nice and functional ergonomic. Because I'm on my computer all day. Never had any hand issues using a computer. Yeah, it depends on like your placement and stuff for sure. Ergonomics play a big part of it, but there's a lot of things that go into it. How much you use it. I'm really bad at noticing that I'm gaining levels in this game. I like not dying. I'm a big fan. What can I say? Interesting. Needs a lot of dexterity. I'm gonna go up Constitution just a little bit. I like not dying and being dead. Huh. This horrible sorcerer that was trying to take over the world was also named Corpol. Weird. Oh. Hi. Aw, shit. We opened Patch's chest. I see. Yeah, practice for a lot of those kinds of things tends to make them worse because they're repetitive strain injuries. So doing more work on them is actually bad. Dang confusion. Nothing reminds me more that this game is based off of Moria and Angband than all of the white worms. Those are such Moria Angband weapons. Hmm. Infused by nature. Powered by arcane forces. Okay, I was wondering, I'm like... Because if we use arcane forces specifically, or is it arcane and psionic for Ziggur? Because I think they don't care about nature, but things like arcane forces might be a problem. Hostile spotted in the northeast. Yep, there we go. Zero side buttons would be ideal. I like having a couple. I do like scroll wheel not being a button would be nice, though. I don't like scroll wheel button. It feels sloppy. I like a couple on the side. I use them a lot for, like, shortcuts in Photoshop. And also, like, I have a button on the side of my mouse that I've programmed where it, like, automatically goes from a really high DPI to really low. So, like, I can go from, like, really, really fast mouse speed to really precise mouse speed very quickly. Which is very, very useful when I'm doing edits in Photoshop. But yeah, the scroll wheel, I hate the scroll wheel being a button. Yeah, I don't even use the side mouse buttons for games all that much, but I desperately need it for work. Having a couple on the side really makes a big difference for what I do. You like the G300's layout? Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, you mean mine? But no, I have the 502. I like the 502 a lot. Yeah, and it's got a bunch of extra buttons on the top. Or like a couple anyway. One second, let's get this camera working again. Stupid thing. The 502 was the exact one that hurt your hand to use. Oh, huh. Shows how different people's bodies are. Because, yeah, I find this one very comfortable. HP 0, huh? Oh, and literally the minute I moused off of it without pressing anything else, they were in fact dead. We fucking coyote timed that motherfucker. We looked at him like, wait, aren't you dead? And he was like, oh, fuck, and just immediately fell over. Oh, that's so funny. How the hell did that happen? Weird. Omae wa mou shinderu. Little Fist of the North Star. Explore. So where else does it want us to go? Daikara, right? We didn't do that once and died. Let's go to the Old Forest. I haven't checked that out yet. Chorus Fall, River's Fury, Ruffle of their Gloves, which we already have. That's a little bit better than what we have anyway. Okay, that is Dearth, so southeast is the Old Forest. Okay. I do really like Faint as an option. Talent category known. I don't get that as an error. I'll be fine with Faint, but I am confused about what the talent category known means. Oh, I have to actually get a point for it? Is that what it is? Do I need a category point? And then you can learn new ones? Okay. Got you. Yeah, you'd think it would say talent category unknown or something, right? Like, I don't know. God, so many options. I'm gonna go with the duck and dodge. Let's see, southeast. Can't go into the river. Is this it? Ancient elven ruins. That's not Old Forest, though. There's Ziggur. I'm a little worried about going to Ziggur, even though we're trying to make an anti-magic build. The Tower of Dreadfell. That seems like a bad idea. Dreadfell, I don't know why. It just seems like it's bad. Oh my god, it's not nearly as bad as this, though. What the fuck? Minimum level 43. I never looked at that. Wow, good thing I didn't accidentally walk into there. Whew. There's Old Forest. Okay. That's almost directly south. Was that southeast? That didn't feel very southeast. Hi? That's very nice. Thank you. Lead on. Thank you. Will it last for the rest of August and into Roguevember? It's possible. I'm away a little bit next week because it's my 40th birthday. It's good to see you, Loaf. Chapter 1, The Shirtle. The Shirtle. Who were they? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Shirtle. Mysteries surrounding the ancient race are almost infinite. What little scraps of information we have regarding them allude to a mighty and world-spanning civilization. Now, all that remains of them are forgotten, windswept ruins. My quest has drawn me into the Old Forest. What is there to be said about a place like the Old Forest? It's a forest, it's old. By its unimaginative moniker, you can guess how important this place is to the people of Dearth. Rumors are growing of trees roaming in its depths, moving as you or I would. Some even claim they now possess the spark of sentience. Oh, and Adam's up next. Yeah, that's the rest of the month sorted for sure. I will agree with that. Unflinching resolve. That's pretty good. Recover faster from poisons, diseases, and wounds. I'm gonna do the resolve. I like the idea of that. Speaking of rip and tear, I'm not doing so bad at that right now. Dang poison. Okay, we're good. There's our level. Okay, I'm actually curious about one thing on these stats. APR. What's the APR going from 6 to 9? I'm not sure I can go over there without actually... Is there anything that says anything here? X to swap to advanced display. Oh, so that's actually less advanced? Or... Well, don't worry, Ed doesn't exist anymore, so... Tragic. Ha. No, what? I'm... not joking. You missed it, Rip. Oh, really, really? Well, we'll put it this way. Like, Microsoft did all of those massive cuts, and one of the things they did is they took everybody in id, and basically, like, they took all of the higher level programmers and management, and axed a lot of them, and then they specifically also but like, here's where they gutted it, where like it's just, it doesn't exist. It really doesn't. It was specifically, they've got all these people working on something called id tech. Who the fuck needs that? cut that whole department and cut out all of id Tech. There is no longer an id Tech engine anymore. Which, like, to me, that's the id. That's the part that mattered. I mean, I know that there's... Don't get me wrong. I don't want to insult any of the people on the other side, but... And go to an off-the-shelf engine. They're going to Unreal. Which is... Unreal. I mean, the reason why that's happening is that they're like... Hey, we're all in on AI. Let's go get Tim Sweeney's stuff. That's all that is. It's also... It feels... very much like it is an attempt by Microsoft to sell off a lot of these places. What even is the point of the company anymore then? Like that was yes. Yeah, that was kind of yeah, you know, making id Tech so that people could do things like the Indiana Jones game on it and stuff like that. Like making like a whole in-house engine for all the Bethesda games. Yep. Yeah, it was kind of a big part of id. But like the point of it is very much like, so Microsoft axed thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, while at the same time saying, we're going to focus on putting out more games. That seems nonsensical, and it is from a logical standpoint, but from a we want to sell these companies standpoint, what that is it is a way to get all of the high-end employees, like I said, like they fired all of like the main like legacy software engineers and stuff, the people that make a ton of money off of it, that have been working there for 20 years, making id Tech, that are extremely good at their job, but then are also compensated appropriately, I mean, well, more appropriately for it. And they keep on all of the junior people. So what they can do is they put out a bunch of press releases that say, oh, look, we're putting out 4 Fallout games. Wow, Bethesda's worth so much money because of how much IP we have. But look at this. We trimmed down all the overhead. So all of the people that are costing us money running this company, all of the really, really big paychecks that we used to have to pay, those are all gone. So when you buy this from us, you can see that it's full of valuable stuff, like all of these IPs that we just announced to release all this hype over. And there's none of this overhead for silly things like people's jobs. It's a way to like trim down on the what looks like the cost of the company so that you can sell it a little bit better. I'll be stunned if they don't sell like half of the companies they gutted, if not a lot more, in the next couple of years. They're just trying to divest of all of it. Yeah, I'm saying that not as like a big expert on it, other than talking with other people that work in the industry. Like, that is a common tactic for a lot of jobs to do. Oh yeah, assuming anybody has money to buy them. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I mean, there sure is a problem with that right now. Like, if Microsoft can't afford to buy them, who can? But if you're trying to sell them off to, like, the Saudis or some kind of company like Tencent, there's not a lot of options, but who knows? It doesn't really make a lot of sense otherwise, because if you're trying to make more games, if you fire all of your long-running employees that have been the ones making those games for years, That's not a winning strategy. Shit, clan of bears? Ah, yes, my parents told me about the bears and the bees. Shh. Okay, is it the trees that are spawning these? I think that might be what's happening. Yes, killed honey tree, got you. I mean, if Microsoft can't afford to buy them, then the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia sure can. Sarcastic exuberance. I mean, they have been still buying a lot of stuff. So, it's very possible. Ten defense, 1 armor? That seems pretty good. Dang. This is giving us more, yeah, max stamina, damage, shield penetration. I think I like this one a lot more, though. Okay, we want to go for that anti-magic build, but I don't know if that matters yet. My inquiries have paid off. It took much searching and even more arm twisting and cajoling once I found my man, but a local lumberjack who plies in his trade in the old forests divulged to me an amazing secret. It speaks of ruins within the forest location where the living trees seem to congregate in larger numbers. He would not speak much of the place and seemed to believe it cursed. I forgot I was also going to use that and get rid of that one. There we go. On the good side, on the bright side, there's a hell of a lot of good indie games nowadays. Somebody needs the gutted behemoths. I don't know about that. Once you have, like... Because if you have no Microsoft, you have no Sony, all those companies are getting out of that space, it gets harder and harder for indie games to have a home, too. And I mean, there's also just the problem of it's pretty awful that all these people are losing their jobs from some pretty bad mismanagement. Okay, got him. Oh no! Oh, I bumped the wrong thing. I really wanted lacerating strikes, I think. We can still get it, so it's okay. But I was gonna try and go for that. It's alright. Being able to see the invisible enemies does seem important at some point. I'm like, okay, do they have some kind of ant nest that's spawning them over there? Ow. Don't really see there. Am I not AI? I am not. Also, couldn't we have just given the executive pay cuts? Oh, that's never happening. The problems of the game industry go a lot deeper than just like a single pay cut from somebody, though. There's a lot of issues. And if I had the answers, I would probably not still be streaming and working as like a wedding photographer. I would be doing some wildly profitable consulting somewhere. That's a lot of mold or whatever these are. Molds, yeah. Hey, got a character to level 10. Look at how good I am. Let's... do that. Could go for trap stuff. Great, that's in here though. We did also get a category point, so I could unlock something like lacerating strikes here. That precise aim is really nice. Could certainly go for like fan of knives and then precise aim. Oh, that's cool that you can like throw a knife while also attacking other things. It's a fun one. Leap to your target, range of 4. I do like leaps. Those kinds of movements are really nice. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for that. Yeah. I'm liking all the tempo stuff. Okay, don't walk into the poisoned deep water, got you. Or do walk into it because I don't have a choice to keep going. We'll see. That's a lot of mold. Man, it looks like my fridge. Sorry, no, it looks like Asmongold's fridge. Let's be honest. I don't know anything about that man other than he's, like, really disgusting. Did I foam? Are the all the startle zones or just my species starter zone? I'm not sure what the starter zones are. I went to Corpole. I'm now at Old Forest. I was looking at... I'm basically following the journal quests that I have. I've done it! My fool of a master said I was not ready for the rites of lichdom, that I would attract undue attention. With utter idiocy, already I can feel a transformation taking place, and I am certain that this weakness will only be momentary. My master is foolish to leave the grimoire of mortality transcended open and unattended. All I needed was a bone from a magical creature, and as luck would have it, I had found a skeletal corpse of a dragon not far from our tower. Zilquick the Eternal. Ha! What an unbelievable buffoon. And I am glad his pride was his undoing. The young fool used up the ruby of Elderall in creating his phylactery, however. I must acquire a new phylactery for myself. On the bright side, my incompetent apprentice did illustrate why a bone from a creature slain by my own hand is important. The dragon bone he chose had left to fester, a mold infection. The mold somehow infused itself with the bone's inherent magical properties, altering the magical composition of the spell. I do hope whoever finds this note shall kill this lich using the most painful means available, and shall deposit him someplace where he is sure to be found. Oh look, he's trying to harm me with spells, but all he can manage is the corruption of his own name. Sequential. So he turned himself into a mold man. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, I think I like species or like factions, things like that instead. Because race is not really accurate and it's weird. It's just a weird term for what's going on in these games. Pathfinder 2 might call them lineage. Yeah, a bunch of different ones have called it different things. Every time I hear this one, I have to comment on what a banger it is. The floppy disk, Stop trying to walk into the poison water. Floppy disk System Shock. Incredible soundtrack. Yeah, and I don't know if that's what's taking off. I just tend to use something other than race because it's weird. It's both a loaded term and not at all actually accurate. Oh boy, so we have a lot of things to go through if we want. Don't want that. That could be interesting. Ah, it's Iron Helm though, dang. Prismatic Cured Armor. Yeah, I think I'm good without that. Although, what's this? Eclipse Gleam, the Copper Ring. 10% chance to reduce damage dealt by 12%. So effects on melee hit is when I'm getting hit? Or when they're getting hit? When hit melee, like, do we do 2 fire damage to them? go ahead with it. Interesting. You like species personally feels a lot better. Yeah, I kind of agree there too. Rel the Warg. Okay, let's get into a spot where we're not getting attacked by multiples at a time. I'm gonna go for the lacerating strikes now. I just kind of want it. Chapter 3, Disaster! Does my title not tell you enough? Disaster and again disaster! True enough, these shared-hole ruins exist, several hundred feet at the bottom of a mighty lake. The Lake of Nur, one of the largest in the old forest, has swallowed up the ruins in its murky depths. Hardly a strong swimmer, gentle reader, but even if I could swim like a Naga-spawned beast, I could not hope to explore the ruins' sunken expanses before drowning. Fear must abandon my present expedition. Okay, that cape I'd really like to wear because we don't have anything. Or cloak, whatever. Cloaks is capes. It's fine. They're the same thing. Right? Right. I'm good with all just getting transmogrified, I think. Uh-oh. A wrath root gave us freeze. Hey there, buddy. Hmm. Got the Girdle of Calm Waters. Neat. Can donkeys reproduce with donkeys? Well, yes, because that's... It's mules that are sterile. As far as I know. I don't think that mules can reproduce at all. Let's get a little bit of everything else. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it seems like it's a good idea to have a bit of like constitution and things. Get some saves. Get a little bit more encumbrance. Things like that. Ooh, okay. Chance to make them forget a talent actually seems really strong. I'm gonna do one on that also. And then we've got Misdirection. Oh, that's really cool. I really want to get up to precise aim. So maybe we should go Fan of Knives so I can get that, even though I'd like to just get more throwing knives first, maybe? There doesn't appear to be any firm consensus on the exact definition of species. I mean, the thing is that the minute that you try and define things, there's things that will immediately not be able to be defined appropriately into those boxes. It's just one of the interesting points of just language and stuff in general. The minute you start categorizing stuff, you have to keep making more and more categories to actually get everything until it becomes useless. So you always have to do like broad categories that then have weird exceptions. Yeah, language is really neat that way because if you get specific enough to actually be accurate, it's useless. Because then you're just describing only an individual. That's a problem. Okay, I'm figuring out what I want to do here. Because that's a problem. That's, I think, the one that's really getting us. Let's start with that. Okay. Got it killed. Oh, you have magical fire, do you? Well, I have knife. Chapter 4, Needs Must. Before I continue, I must make one thing clear. I am no great friend to the mages. Some powers simply were not meant for mortal hands or minds. As history has taught us time and again, from the sudden disappearance of the show troll to the spell plays and the plagues it brought in its wake, magic is wont to cause more harm than good. But I fear it is a necessity for my current task. During my stay in Dirth, a fellow traveler and I have become fast friends, often drinking together in the local tavern. I can't put my finger on it, but I believe him to be a mage. He has an unexplainable feeling of power surrounding him, not to mention a rather ostentatious hat. I mean, woof, if he's got a hat, obviously a mage. I mean, not that much tension, you just have to admit that your definitions have weird edges. Kind of. I mean, I think there's a fundamental tension to pretty much all of language that way, and it dates back millennia, right? Like, there's very famously the Behold a Man. Right? Like, it is a classic problem. That has plagued scientists and philosophers and linguists and kind of everybody for forever, time immemorial. I don't qualify on account of the feathers. Exactly. For anybody that doesn't know Behold a Man, it was, oh god, it was Socrates, wasn't it? Because, like, it's Diogenes refuting Socrates, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was Plato. Plato's describing it. But it was Socrates that was the one that was doing it. Oh, no, Diogenes is the one that refutes it, yes. I can't remember who was first putting forward the definition, because I'm pretty sure it was Socrates. He was asked to define what a man is, and he goes, a featherless biped. And so Diogenes came in next time with a chicken that he had ripped all the feathers off of and plucked. And he goes, behold, a man. Which, like, yeah. That is now accurate, if that's what you're defining as a man. And it's like, okay, well, define it better. And that just becomes so unbelievably hard. It's kind of amazing how hard it is to do something that seems so simple, and yet it never is. And that's why I said, like, it is a classic problem that defining stuff is just incredibly hard. Or at least it, like, comes with a lot of issues. Yes, define a chair is a really good one. Yep. I mean, the lesson of Behold a Man is don't try to make simple definitions and try to apply them. Sure, but we have to do that to make language useful. Because, like, as Ghidorah is saying, like, with the define a chair, you and I guarantee it, we can both look at objects and point at it and go, that's a chair. But then if we both have to sit down and go, okay, well, what makes a chair? What is a chair? And we write out all of the descriptors of what a chair is, we can have somebody else come in and go like, well, what about this? and constantly undermine everything that we do with it. Can you put your butt on it? Sure. You can also do that on a horse. Which is kind of, again, one of the traditional answers to that. Yeah, a cool rock. Sonic Adventure 2 is a roguelike. See? See? Roguelikes. There we go. Let's get into some real categories that matter. But I always thought that was just really interesting. Wonderful to see you, Boix. How you doing, friend? Upgrade our infusion. No, a roguelike. Your package from Japan came in. Ooh. Hell yeah. Chertol Fortress. This note seems hastily written and stained with water and blood. I haven't got long. The key is here, but I never... The door. I was unprepared. The trees I could avoid, the water traverse, but beyond... Horrors, tentacle, blazing light that burned in an instant. My flesh devoured, my mind shattered. I thought the Chertol wonderful. I was entranced, every facet of knowledge I could gain. But this? Is this their legacy? Horrifying. All my dreams, perhaps death is welcome now. I bid you, turn. Horrors, they're too much. If you're foolish enough, my only advice is to... You find a note? You find the note a tiny, faintly glowing orb. Okay. I said, I'm guessing in the note we find the orb? Is what they're saying? Uh-oh. Whew. Okay, let's get back our... oxygen there. Oh man, fancy flavored Kit Kats from Japan would be cool. Fighting your instincts to litigate the definition of a chair. Okay, I'm gonna say we're probably going to need to go and talk to that wizard about water breathing, huh? Sure seems like the right thing. Alright, let's do our Rod of Recall. Maybe? There we go. Also, by transitive property, a horse is a cool rock. The rocking horse. Import-export laws would probably be a good place to look for a stringent definition of chair. Yep. But then it would also, again, like the funny thing is then you would get into all the weird edge cases, which is, like, look at laws. Oh man. The ways that, like, laws have to define things, and then you constantly then have case law being like, no, no, no. Okay, that's not exactly what this means. Is very interesting. Good day to you! Brings an apprentice mage into the wilds. It's no trouble, tell me. I'm a novice mage, as you might have noticed. My goal is to be accepted by the people of Anglewin and be taught the secrets of the arcane. Keepers of... I do not think I'm supposed to talk about them. Sorry, friend. In any case, I must collect many items. We were trying to kill an artifact arcane. We were trying to get rid of all the mages, so I don't know that we want to do that. It's certainly a thought. Do we want to go into the maze? God damn it. Stupid jump into shadows immediately. Chirikai's Mall. I think as a dual-wielding rogue, I don't think we actually care about a cool mall that we can put a gem in. That sounds neat, but it's just not for our character. Sure, I'll open the glowing chest. Why not? Ah, a mage staff. This seems like it's got a lot of... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. This area seems like it's got a lot of magic items. Which if I'm trying to be anti-magic, probably not good long-term. It is funny that the Auto Explorer loves the chest so much that I'm like, ooh, chest? 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 Like the whole time, every time that we see it. Even as we're standing next to it. Yeah, the game's really good about being like, are you sure you want to stab yourself in the face with this knife? That seems like it might be a bad idea. Caves of Cud does that too sometimes. And it is interesting because there are times when you do want to actually attack yourself. I mean, in Caves of Cud, you actually get a amputation skill to cut off your own limbs, which can be very important. I've had to do that more than a few times. Amputating an infected limb can be a big thing. Wish your cheese grater would give you an option if you wanted to target yourself. Yeah, that'd be nice. I learned today all about the incredible power of rocks. Namely to trip you. I I was out on a 10K run just before this. Oh god, I've got a really bad bruise there actually. Holy shit. I didn't realize how bad that was. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. I have a really bad bruise on my hand, but I tripped and fell over a rock like 5K into a 10K. I had to limp home, so I ended up being a lot later than I meant to be. I was doing a trail run and like tripped and just immediately went and like did the sliding. I did that full skid. Like I'm okay, but just took me a while to get home. I'm feeling pretty good about our build. Like, made it to level 12. We've done like 4 full starting zones or something now. I'm feeling really good about this. Okay, I don't like this part though. Stupid confusion. Hopefully not too bad. You had to wear a brace the last time you did that. Yo, I remember that for you, yeah. I don't think I'm that bad. I didn't seem like it was that bad, but we'll see. Oh dear, so you did a quick search for import-export definitions of chairs. You found an 84-minute video from US Customs entitled, All You Ever Wanted to Know About Classifying Furniture. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. It is pretty incredible how hard it is to define things when you really drill down to it. All these scoundrel ones seem so good. I like this a lot. I'm gonna go with a bunch of these. Like, these debilitating moves seem like they're really nice. I think I might go for the fan of knives now so that we can get down to, like, precise aim. We throw out so many disabling actions. It seems awesome. Spectral Blade. No, 9. That's what we wanted. Get that down there. So much for our tracking skill. That didn't show us the guy that was right next to us. Yeesh. A lot of enemies, but we are ripping through them now. I think that we're pretty over leveled. I should actually look at like... Yeah, level 11, we're level 13. The perfect killing device. I have now devised the perfect trap for the horned beast that walks these halls. Truly cannot avoid this amazing contraption. Perfect blend of technical mastery and nature's lethal gifts. Contraption is elegant and simple, though many months I've spent getting the formula perfect. There are 2 vials attached together, one containing finely ground hemlock, the other containing a carefully prepared zinc. When they're broken, the materials react with the air and pump out an amazing cloud of poisonous vapor. Poison is supremely effective, killing within minutes. All I have to do is carefully hide the vials beneath a thin piece of slate, wait for my prey to step upon the trap, poof, dead. Prepared a great many vials to last me throughout the hunting season. This seems very, unsporting. I must have misplaced one of my poison vials. God damn it. Oh god. Forgot rule number 1 of poison. Don't let yourself be poisoned by your own poisons. Lessons are off this week as my tutor has fallen ill, so I've decided to sneak out and have a wander around the old mazed ruins. I know I'll get in trouble if I'm caught, but as long as I'm back in a couple days, no one will notice. Besides, I get so bored cooped up in those mountains. I want some fun. This place is rather dirty, though. Nothing to threaten a grade 3 mage like me. For a minute I thought it said level 3 mage, and I'm like, oh no. I mean, I'm sure they're still gonna die. All of these notes are various. Ah, fuck, I'm dying. Ah, shit. Ah, dead. Ah. Ah, beans. That is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of immunities. I think I'm good without it. I'd rather have the strength and the magic, but this gives us so many other things. I think I'm okay with it. At least for now. I do need to worry about what happens when we decide to go more anti-magic, because I feel like we're not... We have a lot of magic stuff right now, so I don't remember exactly how that works. I talked to, God, like, Zerga or whatever, that's the town that, is anti-magic once. Just once. This is like, what, our 5th run all time? Yeah, literally, Chief the 5th. So I have very little knowledge as to what to do here. We'll see how it goes. right. Okay. Just get rid of it. It's fine. My understanding that this is the correct thing to do, just like if I'm not going to use these, it's not really like selling to shops, you just transmogrify it. Yeah, okay. Think we're good? Most alien feeling thing about this game is how many people keep journals, especially people that are doomed keeping journals. I'm about to die. You know what? I feel like I should journal it. Well, shit. I don't love how surrounded we are. I've been banished. What the fuck does this mean? Where am I? What? Oh, there. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Huh. Well, whenever I walk out into the woods, which we know that I do because, like, I went backpacking not that long ago, I bring a notepad and every day I write down, you know, I think there might be a bear around the corner. And then I rip it out, crumple it up, and chuck it into the air just to see, you know, what might happen to it. It's a fun little game I play. It's like trying to make sure that you're going to be an environmental skeleton. Okay, got that guy dead. Don't like the Shadow Blade. Okay, he's dead. I saw something. I don't know what it was, but it was big and shadowy. When I tried chasing it, I got lost. Maybe I just imagined it. No, it must be something cool and exciting. Just have to keep exploring. Perfect. Take only pictures, leave only audio logs. Exactly. See, you know. That's the leave a trace school of camping. I have used the right-clicking to look at enemies, yes. Interesting. Where will that portal take us? Probably somewhere horrible. The chest was guarded. Son of a bitch. Blinded. There we go. Just clear that off. Spell-cowled linen cloak of backstabbing. Sounds cool. The fuck is that? Spellblaze scar. Okay. Got you. And a ton more items again. I need daggers, though, not these very cool longswords, I'm sure. And mine stars. I think I'm good with what we have. That's me, just braver. Okay, let's go to Dearth and see if we can't find the mage that was being talked about that could maybe do, like, water breathing? Also, this is the arena guy. Cause like Shirtall Forest. Alright, let's go talk to this guy again. Let's do an arena fight and see what happens. And by that I mean, obviously we win. Okay. Listen, jerk. Easy. Two generic talent points. Let's up our dagger mastery a little bit. I kind of want to go for more lacerating strikes. This certainly wouldn't be a bad idea either. Some more disengages. Or other defensive options. We have a lot of offense now. Maybe I do want some defensive options. We've been doing a lot of offensive stuff for the last little while. It's probably a good idea to get a little bit more in that. We've had a couple times where we've gotten a bit close. I love being able to pick up the talent trees of different things. And there's a lot of talent trees in this game, it seems. So we've got Sandworm Lair. To the far west, near the sea. I can't go south? That's unfortunate. Gotta find a way around that, I guess. We're gonna get ambushed or something, but I just want to look around and see what the world map looks like. Like, there's probably some horrible thing that happens when I'm so far away from where we should start. Like, this is probably like level 100 or something. Entrance to a ruined dungeon. No? Okay. I kind of want to go back to that lake. That looks like an ambush. Hostile. Yep. Level 14. What are they going to do? Kill me? Uh-oh. Yeah, ow. Okay, so now our daggers... Oh, Jesus. Also have a chance of, like, doing a lot of status effect kind of stuff. I think that's all of them. Got him. Not bad. What did we get? Bunch of heavy armor, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, I could always do something like this so we could actually have longbows, but we've got the knives. It just seems better. Well, I guess we're transmogrifying. Quest Storming the City. As you approached Earth, you saw a huge dark cloud over the small town. When you entered, you were greeted by an army of elementals slaughtering the population. That sure didn't happen. I guess I could go back and help? That seems... Also, storming the city. Okay, got you. Yes. Alright. You killed them all? Are we safe now? Oh, please tell me this is a bad dream. They came from nowhere, from the sky. I do not know. I was tending my crop just outside town when I heard screaming. As I entered, I saw the dark cloud over there. Those things were coming from it in blasts of lightning. Thank you. You've saved many people this day. Okay, so it wants us to find either the magic or anti-magic factions. Got you. Is there an easy way on the like world map to see where Ziggur would be, or like different, like is there like a search function for areas? I don't know. That seems like it'd be really useful right now. Not that you found. That's unfortunate. Song of the Sands. I have stared in the mouths of crimson worms and felt the claws of drakes so sleek, but through deserts dry and sandy storms, there is something else I seek. In the trail of giant worms I walk, through the tunnels of sand below, of arcane tools let there be no talk. It's on the Wormic path I go. Oh god, they're constantly shifting the walls and stuff, huh? That's a problem. Ow. Unstable sand tunnel hits me for 170 damage. I see. This is where I really needed to make sure that I have a way to dig, huh? probably should have kept one of those. I suppose I can always just do like our recall. We can come back with an axe to dig. Arcane Steel Dagger of Phasing. Okay, the one quest we needed to bring back something that's like arcane but artifact enchanted. So I kind of don't understand that. Yeah, Z's auto-explore. 5 would just be a turn. Which I was doing. Sometimes I shuffle back and forth. I was doing both. There's Ziggur. Let's go to Ziggur and see what we can do. I'm not sure if they'll get mad at me because I have magic items. I don't know exactly what qualifies as magic items. I need to talk to them again. We'll see. Maybe they'll kill me because I have stuff on me. Shun the use of all spells and witchcraft. You will shun the use of magic cursed items, arcane runes, and burn any skin that comes in contact with them. You will not aid or abet any of you suspect of wizardry or conjuration. Take note of any suspect of spell weaving and report their name and address to the elders. Okay, because these ones are, yeah, so arcane disrupting forces and nature are fine, is what I'm seeing. Same with psionic forces. Okay. I'm guessing just arcane forces then? Probably. Take the test and we can talk. God, what was the test again? There we go. Oh, okay, so completing the quest will actually prevent us from using them at all. So we'll just immediately get rid of that stuff. Like, we'll just not be able to equip it, it seems. Sure. All right, we're going to try it. Yeah, we removed a lot of things. All of our daggers. That's not a problem, is it? Hmm? It's cool. I've got throwing daggers. I am a straight up rogue. I've been trying to just do like dual wield rogue, see what goes. Ow. That's a problem. Well, dang. It was a good try. We made it for like quite a few hours in, learning a little bit more of some of the finer points. Dang. 2 tries left, huh? Every run's a learning run. Too true, friends. Too true. Sixth run. People were saying Elf Berserker, which we could do that. Regenerate life and increase healing once in a while. Less magic. There we go. I think we'd have been okay there if I had actually, oh, well, I don't know, bought some daggers and actually had weapons for that fight. That would have probably made it a little bit better. Just as a guess. It's the random thought. Oh, I'm not trying to just min-max it autumnal. We're just having fun. Someone was mentioning do Elf Berserker because it's funny. Bulwark is certainly a thing that we could do. That seems like it's a lot better. Like a Thatlore Bulwark actually seems like it'd work really well because of the healing and stuff too. But let's do something dumb. I have not looked at all at what the Barbarian does. Could definitely want Rush. Closing the distance is really big on these kinds of characters. Let's gain some stamina back. Hey, Shake, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you, Cool Raiders. I'm Ilian. We just barely started the very, very beginning of a Tales of Maj'Eyal run. We are doing a thing called Roguary, which is my attempt to beat every roguelike that I own. Chat can add new games or lock in games and things like that by channel points or donations or subs. So you can all see on the side there. We already have Adom locked in for our next one, so I'm gonna be in this hole for a little while between Tails and Adom, I think. This is my 6th ever run of Tales of Maj'Eyal, but it's an interesting game. I saw you were doing some Rift Wizard tonight. It's good to see you. For those that don't know, Shake the Box is a very cool rogueliker. Ooh. Oh god, I was automatically throwing knives because our last character was a rogue. I was like, no, you need to throw the knife. Right, I am a elf berserker because someone mentioned that would be funny, so I'm going to try that. So how'd your Rift Wizarding go? Good. That makes me think that it went okay or interesting rather than good. Like, wait, I know how to decipher this. You're using good like I use good as a rhythm gamer who plays a lot of DDR still. Ooh. You did a drive by Dragon Claw build, a massive choir of angels build, and a 1 billion dragon eggs casting fireballs and icicles build. Okay, that does sound like a blast. Rift Wizard is a series that I just haven't gone into yet, but I really should. I see a few really cool roguesers playing it every once in a while. Alright, let's look at our levels here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Get some heavier armor. I'll go up a constitution. Yep. I removed that talent point immediately. Yeah, you can respec things pretty nicely. This game allows a lot of flexibility there, so if you make like a mistake and you're like, oh, I do not like this skill, you can just take it back. Interesting. Some war cries. Bloodthirst. Scoring a critical hit, your maximum hit points will increase by 5%. Life regeneration goes up, and stamina regeneration goes up. That seems really good. It's going to take a long time to get to. Can't use items. Healing has no effect. Your health cannot drop below 1, though. At the end of the frenzy, you gain 5% of your health per foe slain. Interesting. That seems really strong. And also, a thing that I never got to a high enough level to use, so we'll see if I ever get there. It's kind of like thinking about where I'll want to go with this long term, even though that might be ambitious. Wear that. Sure. Oh, I need massive armor training. Okay. So we need another level of heavy armor, and then I can use that. Stupid rogue in your stealth. Get out of here. We could also get Linen Cloak of Battle. We'll wear that. Then we're going to use that. Get rid of our other regen. Honestly, I think the really funny thing, instead of an elf berserker, would be halfling berserker. Less fatigue. A little more armor, but less than everything else. I'm kind of okay with just leaving that stuff behind. I'm definitely bad about looking at like how much stamina I have left in this one. I need to pay more attention to that sometimes. Berserker fight bear, got you. Ow. We got a bunch of levels. Fearless Cleave. Okay, move one and then attack in a circle. Got you. Death Dance seems really cool too. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Man, so many of these I want to use. I'd really like to get this heavy armor training. Because then we get massive armor at least. Hmm. I'm gonna go for a little more vitality for now. And a bit of dexterity, because there's a few things that we need for that. Could also go for the unflinching resolve instead of vitality. That's pretty reasonable. I like getting more range on this rush. And less cooldown's actually fantastic. I really like that. I kind of just want to go for more of that. I think that's fine. Shake the Box really got me at a late night kind of portion. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet now because it is 12:30 and I'm getting a little tired, but I didn't want to just leave immediately after getting raided. It's lovely to have all of you here. Arcane Longsword of Massacre. That's going to be a single-handed weapon, though. I really want two-handed. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave it. Oh, we actually finished this. Right, okay. Town. And way into the heart of the gloom. All right, we're gonna go into the heart of the gloom and see what's going on. Part of what's going on, though, is that, like I said, it's getting really late. So I am going to head off. I will be back tomorrow for some DOS Cider, our ranking of DOS games. And we'll be doing more Roguary on Saturday. Maybe on Friday also. We have a sub poll right now in the Discord. So if you're a sub or a patron, I try on Fridays to do a poll of what game we will play. So we've got a bunch of games put in there right now, and I'll be putting the poll up tomorrow. So make sure that you get your vote in for that, for what we play on Friday. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful night. We'll do a lot more of Roguary very soon. Thanks for hanging around. Oh, I accidentally bumped something. 1 second. There we go. Alright, there we go. No, it's okay, Autumnal. I understand that you're very hyped about this game, that you really like it. I get it. I'm the same way about Caves of Cod. It's easy for a game that you really, really adore to try and want to help people with. Especially like these really hard traditional roguelikes, because they end up being games that people will bounce off really hard a lot of the time, right? I'm not going to because I'm used to them. So you can worry about it a little less with me. But I do get the, I do the same thing. Because, like, when somebody starts playing Caves of Cod, I'm like, okay, listen. There's some things you should know that will make your life a little bit easier. Because you want somebody to get in and get the right experience so that they enjoy it. Yes, it's really easy to get yappy about the games you love. And I think it's extra hard with some of these very traditional roguelikes to, like, want to not necessarily backseat, but give like a lot of tips, because it's really easy for these games to be very overwhelming for a lot of people and then not to get a chance because of it. But like I said, I'm used to these, so I'll be good. I've been enjoying Tome a lot. This game's very good. I am excited for ADOM afterwards too, because I currently have ADOM number 2 in our DOS rankings. It was a blast when we played it. Who do I know that is online? Wow, almost nobody. Well, dang, I don't really have anybody to send you on over to. Here, let's see. What the heck? Is there anyone playing Caves of Cod? There's not! God damn it. Is anyone playing Adolm? No! Well, I might just have to leave you. I might do the no raid at all for once. So thanks for stopping by. I'll just say goodnight to you now, and I'll put all these up on the YouTube. Remember, you can always go to ilion.neocities.org and see all the stuff that we do. We've got like all of the roguelike days stuff is in there. Every roguelike that we own with all the stats on how many times I've attempted it and beaten it for this challenge. All of the exact YouTube links so that you can see all of the attempts, and they're all time-stamped and everything. And we've got all of our Dawsider rankings and stuff there too. So thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. See you later.